Jonathan's heart raced against his chest as the drone's camera zoomed in on the forest below. Nestled among the leaves and branches was something that made his blood run cold. "No way," he whispered. This revelation changed everything. Was he really seeing what he thought he was? This definitely didn't belong among the muted greens and browns of the woods. He had to alert the authorities immediately. With trembling fingers, Jonathan fumbled for his phone, his mind reeling. How could something so small unleash such devastating implications? As Jonathan struggled to dial 911, his eyes stayed glued to the screen. He strained to understand what he was seeing half hidden in the underbrush. "How?" he stuttered. Alarm bells went off in his mind as details registered through the shock. "Where?" He couldn't even finish his sentences and kept stammering. All he knew was that he had to warn someone before it was too late. Jonathan knew time was running out. Gripping the phone tighter, he connected to 911 and prepared to describe the finding that would change everything. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Just yesterday, he had been eagerly opening the box containing his brand new state-of-the-art drone. He ordered it on a whim, hoping the pricey gadget might help revive his flatlining journalism career. Ever since Jonathan had been laid off from the Charmouth Gazette, he had been struggling to rekindle his passion for reporting. Most of his story pitches were rejected, and the checks from his freelance work barely covered his grocery bills. But he had a plan that initially seemed innocent, yet later resulted in many sleepless nights. On a rainy spring morning, it all became clear to Jonathan Ford. He rubbed his eyes tiredly while reviewing his most recent article pitches. Every one of them had been rejected by the editors he had approached. But that wouldn't be the case for much longer. His journalism career was stuck in a downward spiral, and he desperately needed a breakthrough. Since Jonathan lost his job at the Charmouth Gazette, he scraped by selling occasional stories as a freelancer, but nothing seemed to grab editors' interest anymore. Jonathan knew he needed to find something big and explosive to pitch, a real game changer. But, in a small town like Charmouth, explosive stories were hard to come by. Still, he was determined to turn things around. And he would do so very soon. He refused to give up on his passion for writing and reporting. There were bound to be fascinating stories hidden somewhere in the salty air and murky depths of this coastal town. Little did he know that the real story was something far beyond fascinating. Jonathan found himself unboxing a gleaming new high-tech drone one morning, fresh off a risky purchase with his dwindling savings. This had to work. The X500 model promised Ultra HD 4K video and 12-megapixel photos, even in low-light conditions. As he charged and configured the drone, Jonathan's anticipation built. He decided today would be the perfect inaugural flight to test it out. Ominous gray thunderclouds were gathering over the bay, and weather reports warned of a powerful oncoming storm. Jonathan slipped on his jacket, grabbed the drone remote, and headed for his favorite perch atop the lighthouse point. Reaching the cliff-top overlook, Jonathan paused to catch his breath. With a deep breath, he launched the sleek black X500 into the gloomy heavens. The drone rose steadily, its lights flickering in the dusk. Through the camera feed, he scanned the churning sea below. Waves smashed violently against the rocks, exploding into white spray. Ignoring the sting of rain and doubt creeping into his mind, he edged the drone closer to the cliff's edge for a better angle. Holding his breath, Jonathan nudged it forward. Suddenly, the drone jerked sharply to the right. The wind seized it. "No, no, no," Jonathan shouted, as the aircraft spiraled out of control. The screen went black. He'd lost signal. His heart dropped. The drone was at the mercy of the storm. Had he ruined his last chance? Just as hope began to fade, the display flickered back to life. Static cleared enough to reveal the drone tumbling above a stretch of forest, far from the cliffs. Relief surged through him. It wasn't gone. Jonathan quickly guided it back toward the coast, though rain blurred the camera's view. As the lighthouse reappeared in frame, he exhaled deeply. He'd saved the drone. Then something unusual caught his eye. As the drone circled lower over the trees, the camera passed over a bright object partially hidden among branches. Jonathan froze. What was that doing in such a remote patch of woods? Jonathan maneuvered the drone closer. The bright object came into clearer view, a child's backpack. It looked new, patterned in cheerful orange. His pulse quickened. Just yesterday, 10-year-old Mia Allen had gone missing from the nearby town of Charmouth. The close-knit community had launched an urgent search. Jonathan's breath caught as he guided the drone even lower. The camera zoomed in on a small name tag stitched to the fabric. Glittery purple letters spelled out a single name. Mia. Ice flooded through him. This wasn't a coincidence. This was Mia Allen's backpack. Jonathan's hands trembled as he reached for his phone. He had to call 911 immediately. The dispatcher picked up on the second ring. 911, what's your emergency? Jonathan hurriedly explained that his drone had just spotted a backpack belonging to missing girl Mia Allen deep in the remote forested area west of Charmouth. The dispatcher wasted no time. Officers are being dispatched to your location right now. Do not touch or tamper with anything. Just keep an eye overhead. She requested Jonathan's contact info and exact coordinates. Of course, I'll keep the drone right over the area, Jonathan confirmed, his mouth dry. He ended the call with a pounding heart. This was no longer just a test run of his new toy. This was a potential crime scene. At last, flashing red and blue lights cut through the storm. Two officers stepped out into the wind, and Jonathan quickly explained what he had seen, showing them the footage. The camera zoomed in on the glittery name tag whipping in the rain. That's Mia Allen, one officer confirmed grimly. They moved fast. Guided by the drone overhead, officers located the backpack and secured the area. Soon, detectives, forensic teams, and volunteers arrived, setting up tents and documenting everything. The orange bag was photographed, then sealed in evidence. As its contents were examined, Jonathan's unease deepened. Inside were detailed bird sketches, a small carved bird figurine, and a notebook filled with observations. Search teams spread into the dark woods as the storm intensified. Shouts of "Mia!" echoed through the trees while lightning flashed above. Jonathan hovered the drone over the search grid, scanning for movement. Volunteers gathered, tension thick in the air. Family members arrived, clinging to one another as teams prepared to move deeper into the forest. Over the next few days, more residents of Charmouth joined the expanding search. Volunteers combed through mud and thick brush, voices growing hoarse from calling Mia's name. But as hour after agonizing hour passed without any sign of the girl, nerves began to fray. Jonathan noticed the whispers circulating how coincidental his drone found Mia's bag right after she went missing. Some believed he was involved somehow, and should be interrogated as more than just a volunteer. The scrutinizing stares and hostile tones when others uttered his name cut Jonathan deeply. Didn't they realize how desperately he wanted Mia home safely too? He had been the one to alert police in the first place. Ostracized and distressed, Jonathan withdrew from the search. He spent anxious days flying his drone from a distance and listening to radio updates. As rainy days dragged on, exhaustion and guilt weighed heavily on him. After another late night reviewing the footage, something caught his eye. Tangled in brambles near the search zone was a thin strip of bright purple fabric. He zoomed in until it became clear a ribbon matching the one Mia wore in her school photo. Hope surged through him. If the ribbon had been snagged deeper in the woods, it meant Mia had walked beyond the spot where her backpack was found. Jonathan rushed to share the discovery. Though cautious, search organizers recognized its importance and expanded the search area. Guided by the drone overhead, volunteers combed the woods once more. The suspicious glances toward Jonathan faded, replaced by renewed reliance on his aerial view. While surveying the expanded zone, Jonathan noticed an unfamiliar man lingering at the edge of the search. Dressed in worn clothing, he moved carefully, slipping behind trees whenever others approached. Jonathan tracked him discreetly from above, unease stirring in his chest. Without proof of wrongdoing, Jonathan kept the observation to himself and continued monitoring. Days passed with no major breakthrough. Then, on the fifth day, a volunteer discovered a remote cabin miles from any trail. Police searched the dilapidated structure. Mia was not inside, but signs indicated someone had been staying there. Shortly after, searchers found Mia alive near a woodpile outside. She was rushed to safety. Though weak and confused, she had no serious injuries. Against mounting fears, she had survived. When she regained strength, Mia explained that she had lost her backpack near a creek and wandered off trail while trying to retrieve it. Disoriented in the dense forest, she eventually stumbled upon the cabin belonging to Mrs. Thorne, an elderly woman who had not heard news of the disappearance. The woman had taken her in, unknowingly sheltering the missing child. In the weeks that followed, Mia shared more details. She had ventured into the woods after spotting what she believed was an ivory-billed woodpecker, a bird long thought extinct. Eager to document it, she packed her notebook and carving tools. Losing her backpack set off the chain of events that led her astray. Once her story became known, suspicion in Charmouth gave way to admiration. What had seemed reckless now appeared courageous. Researchers and conservationists arrived to investigate the possible sighting of the rare bird. Mia became a symbol of resilience and discovery. Jonathan documented the entire journey from the stormy drone flight to the rescue. His articles and footage drew national attention, restoring his reputation. Soon, major news outlets offered him new opportunities.